You know what I really like? Self-aware white people. White people you can hang out with and say things like white people, and they don't get offended because they know that you're talking about the institution, not them as an individual. And I don't mean white people who use buzz phrases like hands up, don't shoot, or stay woke, or racism didn't end with Obama. I mean like white people who get it as much as they can get it as a white person. White people who understand that yes, opinions are valid, but their white opinions aren't always necessary for a conversation. They're not always adding anything to a conversation by adding their white opinions. And they understand that their white experience isn't a universal experience. I'm glad you're here supporting the cause, understanding that we are in fact human beings and that people who look like us are being murdered in the street in an effort to uphold an institution that's been going on for decades and that you as a white person benefit from. I'm glad you're here supporting us. You're doing a good job. Do you want to be a self-aware white person? Okay, great, fantastic. That's the first step. Admitting that you are a part of the problem and that you are going to strive to be better. Here's what you do. You don't cut off people of color to make sure your white opinions are heard. You do not derail conversations to make sure your white experiences are taken into account. If you do, then you're part of the problem and you're not being a good ally and you're not being self-aware, you're being just, the worst. And I know you've probably read lots of blogs and posts and articles about things, but we don't always need your words. We usually, almost always, just need you to stop talking and listen and try to understand. It must be so hard to have everything in the world aimed at you, done for your benefit. It must be just so hard. I know. I mean, I don't know because I'm not white. I'm used to like bits and pieces, scraps, chewed up and spat out in the form of fan fictions and headcanon, so forgive me if I don't understand what it's like to have everything be about me. And if you are invited, if you are privileged enough to be brought into this place that is not for you, this safe space for people of color, you have to understand that it's not for you, it's about them. If you stop talking and listen, you can understand some things. You might hear someone say something that you never thought of the way you never thought of it, and that could help you understand. And the ultimate thing that you can do if you want to be a self-aware white person, if you want to be an ally, is you can call out other white people. Do you know, if I'm not there to give you side-eye and you still say something to your white compadre when they say something racist, that is when you are being a true ally. That is when you're being a really, really decent human being. When you look over at your friend who said something super racist and you're like, hey man, that's not cool. That is such a big deal. And I know it's hard. Sometimes it's not safe. Sometimes you can't call people out if it's like your dad and he has a history of abuse or something and he says something racist and you just sort of like flinch. I understand that. I understand. But when it's just guys being dudes or gals being pals or people being people and they say something hella racist or hella transphobic, you have got to say something. You have got to be the bigger person. You've got to be strong. You've got to be brave. You've got to be that person who does that. Yeah, and that's what you're going to leave in the comments. Well, if you stop talking about racism, it would go away. Honey, that's not how it works in the real world.